further questions and comments? I recognize the member for Kitchener Centre.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's always an honour to rise and speak to the legislation in the House, but I have to say that sometimes there's some frustration when we say that we are engaging in debate, but we're not listening to what the members are actually saying. So, with that as the context, I want to thank the member from Niagara Centre for talking about the root causes of the issues that are not going to be addressed by this bill. The root causes of the issues that would, in fact, clean up the hydro mess would be if we made sure that we did not leave the door open for privatization and if we made sure that there was public control. I think we spend a lot of time in the House relabeling, as the member had said previously, sort of packaging ideas in a way that seems great, having slogans to support us, but we're not doing the work that would address the root causes of the problem at hand. That, to me, is quite worrisome, because we're not just dealing in this bill and legislation with hydro, but we're talking about opportunities to do more than that. We're talking about opportunities to literally do better. And in this legislation, when we have members that are saying it's an actual problem that we're setting aside energy-efficient programs, that's a real problem. Rather than us actually going back to the drawing board and just making the amendments that need to be made so that we can do the right thing, we can protect the world that we live in, we can do that in a way that's more cost efficient. We stand up and read from scripts and decide that we're just going to keep on making more labels. So I do hope that sometime, very, very soon, we decide to listen to each other and do the right thing to address the root cause of the issues at hand.